In this video, I will be talking about two commands in Vectorworks. One command in the modify section is the add surface and clip surface, and the another command in the model section is to add solids and subtract solids. So these two commands work on two different kinds of object, and let's talk about those. So let's say I do have a rectangular over here and I want to add or clip a circle in this rectangular. To add or clip surfaces, I should have this rectangular or this circle on the top of rectangular. To, to add or clip, select both the object and then go to modify and then clip surface. As soon you clip surface, as you see that this portion which was intersected by this circle has been clipped by the command. So that's clip surface. Let's bring those back without any change. Now, what happened if I add surface? Select object, shift and select another object and then go to modify and add surface. As soon I add surface, as you see that the two separate object has been composed into one single object. So this is how you do add surface and clip surface. Remember, add surface and clip surface only work on two-dimensional object. That means without any extrusion or without any height or depth, in other words. So this is the add and clip surface. Add and clip surface. Now let's talk about in the model section, add solids and subtract solid. As the name suggests that in this case, the object has to be solid. That means we have to provide extrusion to a two-dimensional object to make it 3D. So let's say I do have a rectangular. Now at this moment, because I haven't given it, excuse me, any extrusion, this is two-dimensional object. Now Command E or Control E and let's give it a 6 feet of extrusion. Now this object is three-dimensional object. I can check it from my isometric view. As you see, the object is three-dimensional object. Let's come back to top view. I want to create it a 3D object. Now, let's say I want to add or cut a circle from this 3D object. In this case, I need to make this object also 3D object and let's give it extrusion. So in this case, let's say I want to make a hole throughout this rectangular. In that case, the extrusion of this circle need to be little bit more than what the extrusion of the rectangular is. So let's say give it 7 feet of extrusion and I can bring this on the top of that object. Now if you see these two objects in the right isometric view, you will see that these are basically 3D object. The circle is a solid object and the rectangular is also a solid object. Now if I select rectangular and select circle also and then go to model and let's say subtract solid, it will ask me what is the surface I want to subtract in. So I want to subtract the circle from the rectangular. And now the rectangular which is going to be subtracted is highlighted with the red. If I do OK, you see that there is a hole in the rectangular, right? Command Z, I'm bringing that back. Now Both these objects are selected. Let's select this object and the circle also. And in this case, let's say I want to add surface, add solid. So as soon I did the add solid, you see that the circle and the rectangular are now one single object, right? So this is how you add solid and subtract solid, or add surface and subtract surface. Thank you. Let me know if you do have any difficulties.